This is Tolk the Destroyer, and you are listening to the Indie Wrestling Experience with Bob and John. And if you're not, Tolk will crush you.
We find wrestling, one promotion, one event, one match at a time. We are the Indie Wrestling Experience with Bob and John. I am Bob. John, what is up?
What is going on, everybody? Hey, Bob.
Oh, man, dude. Crazy week. Another
Been
crazy
busy.
week.
Yeah, it's been busy.
I can't complain. I know you guys the busier time lately, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. We're getting ready to go on this trip to California next week. So me and my
very
daughter.
nice.
So it'll be a nice, cool trip. We're going to just kind of see the state. I've never been to California.
Yeah, I'm with you. I've never been over on that side of the country.
Wow. Yeah, so it should be a lot of fun. I'm just trying to figure out which wrestling event we want to hit while we're out there. You know, it's a pretty big state.
Very
It's a
cool.
whole long weekend.
Very nice.
Yeah, man. So we got a pretty cool show today, man. No guests, but we got a pretty good IWX Watch This with a ton of good matches on it, I thought. And a bunch of news, starting with me twisting John's arm already on the announcement that Death Before Dishonor is going to be at the 2300 Arena, John. John.
I saw that.
John, 2300.
Say 21st, man. I don't know what it is with man, all these good shows and always happening around time when it's busy stuff, bro. I think I'm actually in Key West at this point.
Oh, no. Well,
Yeah.
I can't say, oh, no. Oh, yes. That's fucking.
Yeah,
That beats.
I think I'm in Key West on the 21st. So it just, man, it's every freaking time, bro.
Seriously.
There's so much good stuff coming, though. So much good stuff coming down the pipe.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And, of course, I'm going to be that guy. You know, the guy who saw the band before, you know, everybody else did. I'm going to be that guy right now. But there's no way that they can match the shows that Ring of Honor did at the 2300 back before Tony bought the band. Those shows were awesome.
No, but you know what? I got a feeling that this one's going to surprise some people. I don't know why. Can't tell you why. I just got a feeling this is kind of going to be a chance for Ring of Honor to reintroduce themselves.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I really do. I think with everything that AEW, Tony Khan's got going on with the MyAEW, the kind of recommitment to the indie stuff that they're doing, I think, you know, Ring of Honor was always kind of held up as that jewel of the indies, right? That was the pinnacle of the indies. I think they want to get back to the prestige that ROH used to have, and I think this is going to be a first step for that.
Yeah, I miss Ring of Honor the way it used to be. It will never be that way again, obviously, but I did. I had some great times with Ring of Honor shows, and you know, like I said, it'll always be a part of me as far as that history. So, you know, any chance to see him at the 2300 Arena, you may see me up there, guys. Watch for old Bob on TV because I've been known to sit by the entrance ramp. Just watch out for me.
Hey, and if this is August 21st, man, it definitely will be old Bob.
Listen, man, I don't need that shit. I got 12 days. 12 days left in my 40s. And I'm going to cherish every moment, my friend, because
Don't worry, man. I've got you a Miralax smoothie just waiting on the other side for you.
Man, got to keep me regular. Old people shit, man. It's wild, dude. But
it's a real thing, everybody.
Damn, man. Well, I got a whole bunch of stuff. You said I put a whole bunch of things on little news and notes this week, man. There was so much cool stuff, and some not so cool stuff. But I'm actually going to ambush you right now.
Okay.
I put this on the notes just a couple minutes ago. I was debating whether to do it, but I got put on the spot last night. I won't say a friend of mine, wrestling friend of mine, messaged me. And he said that he and his friend were just talking on who they thought were the 5 men and 5 women in the independents right now with the most potential to go to WWE or AEW. Now, they didn't put any rules on themselves, but I put rules on myself. So when I gave them some names, and then they told me that they had mentioned people like Ben Bishop, Richard Holiday, Eric Ademia, J-Rod, and Manders, Kristen Blaze. And then I kind of went a different route. Like I wanted to, for no reason other than my own, but I wanted to answer the question from the perspective of somebody who hasn't had a hint of it yet, hasn't had like I wasn't going to mention Monty Aries, right? Because we just heard him try out for TNA. I felt like that would be cheating, right? Any of the folks who have recently signed with MLW or NWA, like Livia or Zamaya, who would have immediately topped my list. I didn't put them on there.
Okay.
And there's a bunch of others on there. But I'll give you some names that I threw out. Now, again, this is just off the top of my head, guys. So nobody get mad at me that I forgot names. John will probably pick up a few that I missed, I'm sure. But the names that came out to me were Tim Bosby.
He'd be on my list.
Charles Mason.
Top of my list.
Brittany Brooks.
Top of my female list.
Gabby Forza, especially with Bear Bronson and TNA now.
Absolutely.
Leo Sparrow. And Amira. I don't think we've seen Amira yet, you and me.
No.
But those are 6 that popped out to me right away. I could come up with a few more, but I'm gonna, rather than throw a bunch more names out and shorten your pool. Again, guys, don't get mad. This is just off the top of our heads. This is not a suggested, an exhaustive list. Just curious what John thinks off the top of his head.
I think, if we can you want to throw a tag team in there, I think Busted in the Brain could show up.
Yep.
I guess they're technically AEW-ish already.
Yep. Yeah.
So if we're pulling them, I'm going to say, dude, I'm ready to see post game.
I am too. I love that. I love that
think
pick.
I think they're right there. I can't believe I'm going to say this.
Let's do it. Do it. Say it.
But I know this is going to make you a happy man.
Say it.
There is a man on the indies that has probably right now one of the best belts in the biz.
Yes!
And I think Diego Alvarez could absolutely show up on AEW and make some waves.
That's a great pick, actually. Yeah, I love that pick.
I think he's a little under the radar.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, that guy has got it. He does. I mean, it's crazy. Listen, we love our boy Samson.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man.
I'm not going to count NWA as the top level yet, but we know Samson's already well on his climb.
I was torn on Samson just for that reason. I wasn't sure because he is tearing it up at NWA.
Yeah, man, you put me on the spot.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah. And I had time last night to sit in bed and scroll while I was doing it on the spot.
No,
you didn't.
No. Yeah. I mean, there are so many names that come to mind. It's just, that's going to be who I got for right now. You're just going to, the rest of this show is just going to be me periodically spouting out a name now.
I know. That's awesome. Do it. Just listen, when I do, as a lawyer, when I do depositions, right? I'm sitting in a room with a witness. I'm taking their testimony, and I ask them a question, and I say, "Hey," what happened here? And they go, "I can't remember." I say, "Okay, well, if you do remember at any time during this deposition, and it comes back to you, just shout it out. Just shout it out. Just let me know." So that's the instruction I'm going to give you, John. When it pops into your head, man, just out it comes. Yeah, no, it's a pretty crazy list. Like, there's a bunch of people that I could add to this list right now, as well. We talked about Bangin' Matthews getting that push as well. So there's a bunch, but like I said, I don't want to go through everybody because the more people we start naming, the less more people will feel left out. But there are a million. We mentioned a guy like Dan Stofko. Now, I don't know if he's as close yet as some of the other guys, but that's a guy that is rising quickly.
And it also depends on, which show we want to talk about. Mm-hmm. Who fits what style, what brand? What are we looking for? Do we want, which are our technical wrestlers that are there? Which are our comedy wrestlers? Which one are our promo guys and girls? There's so many ways to go with this. It's what There is no one size fits all. And again, that's what's great about the indies, man.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And this is why you can't ask John on me questions like that. Like that's because we just start picking them apart and just coming up with different categories because there's so many. I mean, God, dude, just my rankings every week have 1,500 wrestlers in them every week. Like there's like the pool is huge. I am looking down something though real quick. I do want to mention a guy like Ashton Adonis is another guy I like. He's got a good look. And there's
Listen,
a couple.
I'd have been all over Axton Ray, but he just got, he
Right?
just got that signing, man.
Oh
So,
yeah, Livia would have come right out of my mouth.
Livia, oh, dude, Livia, oh, so good.
Oh, all right. I'm done torturing John with that. It happened last night, and I just decided I'm going to put him on the spot here. So we'll see if he yells out any more names as we're going through the show.
Russ
here.
Hamilton.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Now, I tell you, Bruce Hamilton reminds me of the kind of guy who would fit in the Bare Knuckles Fighting Championship.
Dude, how good was that? I know exactly where you're going.
You know what I'm transitioning to, man. That promo, the promo that I saw, it was Drew Hood, I think, that that posted it and got my attention on it.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to.
The fighter's name was Lex Ludlow. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, man. He's even got a wrestling name already.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that was the best heel promo work I've seen in a bit.
It was awesome. Dude, first of all, just saying "I don't care about your question" is the first words out of his mouth. Just mwah, just so simple and so easy. And then he goes on to praise his kids and hug your family and all this shit. And then he turns on the entire crowd. Oh, I was like, I was just in promo
Dude,
heaven.
I love he went after a guy, it's kind of one of the tough the known tough men of that particular organization, Iron Mike Perry. And he's like, listen, I want to call out Aluminum Mike Perry. I was like, oh, the queen of destruction, or the queen of he's the king of violence. That's what it is. He called him the queen, the queen of violence, Aluminum Mike Perry. I was dying. It was so good, so good.
Just fantastic, man. That was so good. Like I could watch it over. In fact, I have watched it over and over again. It's really good, guys. And anybody looking for some tips on doing a great promo, that was the spot. That was the promo, guys, man. Holy cow. What else do we got? Oh, we're speaking of MLW. I wanted to make I don't know if I mentioned it before. Did you notice that the former and current CCW Coastal Championship Wrestling ring announcer Lissy Almeida has been appearing in MLW?
I did, and it sounds like her role is going to be expanding. So, good for her. She is definitely one of the best announcers going on the independent circuit. Dude, she's better than some of the big time guys we've got right now. I really, really like her. I like her voice. I like her takes. And man, fans absolutely love her. I mean, she's engaging with them in a way that you don't see a lot of out of ring performers engaging with the crowd. It's really cool.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really happy to see her success. And again, MLW. I mean, shit, you just sent me a clip, man. We have a new Southern, what is it, a Southern Crown champion they're calling
Yeah,
it?
we do.
Old Trevor Lee. That was you sent me that little clip, and then I went back and watched the episode. That whole match was fantastic, just start to finish. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking forward to that. I like the choice of Trevor Lee. He's we've been saying before, we can't believe he's not signed somewhere else already.
Right, and that is the perfect guy for like a Southern States. That all shucks kind of. He's got that persona. He's got that old Southern, colonel-y kind of vibe to him. He can play it all, and and just one of the best technical wrestlers you'll see out there today.
Yeah, absolutely. Old Cameron Grimes
To the moon.
He's got so much, man. I just don't get it. I don't get why he wasn't used better.
Yep.
But that's another story for another day. We do have a local star who's going to be appearing. This caught me,
Yes.
and I was very excited to hear that our own MCW Women's Champion Simone Valentina is going to make an appearance on OVW.
And listen, this is kind of OVW's MO, right? They kind of bring performers in like this, and this is kind of the look they give them before they transition them to what's the show they've got there? The Oh shoot, I'm drawing a blank on it, Bob. What's the
Oh,
name of their weekly? Anyway, they before they run them out to their weekly program. Listen, we know Simone's got the skill. She's got the promo ability. Um, it she's kind of one of the first ones specifically for me that I've really watched kind of from the beginning of her career
yeah.
to where she is now, and it was obvious at the beginning that she had something, but you didn't know where she would get to, and where she's at now is just phenomenal. I mean, we've watched her really grow into just a great performer.
Yeah, now 3 times the MCW Women's Champion.
Hmm.
And every time and they've been putting her with Gia Scott again lately, and every time they put her with Gia, I think Gia's going to take that belt back, but she doesn't. Simone just keeps running along. So, good for her. And like you said, like John, I'm with you, man. We've been watching her from the beginning, and her
Hmm.
just from point A to point B is astonishing, and I'm so happy for her.
And Collision TV, that was the word. That was the program that was escaping me for OVW. But yeah, they kind of they bring talent in and they kind of work them through the system like that. And if they kind of hold up, they then they're on their Collision TV, and that's I mean for Simone that would be huge,
Yeah,
absolutely huge.
agreed. I mean, we saw Leela Hall get a couple of shots on OVW, and now, I mean, now she's pinning 2 people at once on that show. So,
Hmm.
it's certainly could be a good launching pad for her, like it has been for many others. And I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes, especially with OVW's transition right now into, I don't know, a TNA developmental or I don't know, but that's someplace that you wanna get on TV, and OVW turns into TNA's developmental, then that's one of those places you got to go.
Absolutely.
Let's see some other news and notes from the week. We just got done talking about him with the Danger Ginger a few weeks ago, but it looks like Boom Harden is set to retire at the end of the year. That I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I know he's been on record as saying he wants to be done by 27. So that he would be right now in the middle of his farewell tour, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to see how long he's only. It looks like it's according to a cage match. He's only been in the business for 9 years, which I say only, but I'm not sure if he started late or if he's quitting early, like Missa Kate did,
Hmm.
to go off and just do other things. I didn't really see much more than his announcement, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, 9 years, man, and Boom Harden. I mean, not obviously known for physical, no nonsense in ring style. I mean, that's got to take a toll on a guy that size. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see anywhere where it's he's particularly talked about any injuries or nagging injuries or lingering this, that, or the other. Um, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's feeling some of that wear and tear.
oh, absolutely, I'm sure, man. It's I like I said, I can't even imagine. I feel wear and tear like that waking up, so I can't imagine taking bumps, dude. I just
Yep.
but listen, man, I've seen this dude live. If you get a chance to see him before the end of the year, definitely go out and do it. The guy is good. The guy's great, and certainly worth a watch. And if he's up at SPO, then that's a double because you can support our guy, the Danger Ginger, and all those folks.
Absolutely.
Some sadder news than that. We saw the sudden passing of Insane Lane.
Yeah.
I just started seeing a bunch of tributes to him, and I didn't see much more than that. Did you?
No, I didn't. I don't think anything's been released as far as, what may have led to his passing. But yeah, I mean, God, I was just getting, just starting to learn about Insane Lane and his catalog of work, man. With my newfound love of the death matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, sad news, man.
It is. It is sad news, man. And you never like to see it. We've seen a few of these wrestling deaths here in the last few months, man. Like I said, it's different than it used to be. I mean,
Hmm.
back then there were all sorts of bad circumstances, but whatever happened, we send our condolences to his family and to everyone who knew him and loved him. And another loss for the wrestling world, man. Sad.
Yeah, and we'll keep everybody updated, man. If we come across a GoFundMe or anything, we'll definitely push that out too. And man, just yeah, prayers out to his family, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. Some happier news, though. I saw Nixon Newell and Miranda Alizé got engaged.
Yeah, congratulations.
Good for them. You know, I mean, I saw a lot of people online saying, well, at least they got something because Maya World got their spot. I don't know if it's that simple.
I don't know, but yeah, man, they've been tearing it up, as a tag team. Violent romance, I believe. Yeah, man. Congratulations to him, man. Especially Tegan Knox, Nixon Newell, whatever we're going by today. Um, One of the absolute best female wrestlers I've ever seen with the shittiest luck and shittiest run I have ever seen as far as the luck of just her body holding up. Um, Man, so much potential. I was so excited when she showed up in NXT, and then even more excited when she made it to the main roster because it was like one of those about time kind of things. And then man, just the knee troubles that she's had has just been horrendous. I'm glad and happy to see her still wrestling, but I know, she may be looking to get out of here before too long, from what I understand. So she may be winding down.
Yeah, and that, I mean, that would make sense. It seems to line up with what's kind of been going on. And then cool, like you said, you got other things to do in life, go do them. Fully support that.
Absolutely.
Did you get to see much of Tegan Knox when she was in WWE, either NXT or?
I saw a few matches here and there. Like I said, was just extremely good. That shiniest wizard was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you felt bad that these knee injuries kept piling up, man.
Yeah, no, absolutely, man. And then you'd see her come out after the injury, still wearing those metal knee braces and stuff, and it was just hard to watch because, when she was going, man, when Tegan first got there, she's so good. She's so good in the ring, and
Yep, phenomenal.
yeah. And Miranda Alizé, I got to see her live a few times at some Ring of Honor shows, and I really thought she was going to show up on more TV after this, but because I really like her style and her look, her gimmick. The whole thing.
Listen, Nixon Newell, I absolutely see her. Now, granted, it's if she wants it, what she wants to do. Dude, that is a trainer all day long. She
Yes.
would make a phenomenal trainer. She has got one of the best characters, ring psychology, promo ability. As far as one of the ladies I've seen come through the indie circuit, man, what she could pass on would be phenomenal for some school.
Facts, man. Seriously, that's we always do. We always talk about those folks who stand out to us. Excuse me, as trainers or who seem to have a lot of knowledge to give, and certainly she's one of them. There's no doubt about that. Oh man, what else do I got on here, man? This thing keeps going and going. Oh, I saw this. So the Wrestling Society Network. There's this thing that popped up saying that, I can't find the original post. I thought I saw a post that said something about, maybe it was in a story or something, but I was looking for the Wrestling Society Network is now unveiled or announced that they're having an app, the WSN Plus app, and it's going to be on Roku. They are looking for beta testers. Contact Brady Owens at WSNplus.tv or PBear at WSNplus.tv. But as I'm looking at this ad right now, I thought I saw another one that was more, that said something to the effect of, are there any independent wrestling companies that you think are underviewed, undervalued, don't get enough exposure, blah, 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 and you think they might want to stream with us? Give us ideas. That's where I want to start this conversation. WSN is going to jump into the fray here. They've got a hell of a collection of podcasts, a podcast network. And, they've been running shows. I mean, they've got so many podcasts over there. It's crazy. And now to see them expanding here is so interesting for me as we're talking about this change, right? We've been talking about my AEW and some of the things that are going to appear on that app and things that are disappearing from Triller. And I think, to me, what stands out is are they asking the question, which folks might AEW overlook that need attention? All these people are signed to AEW, like Limitless and whatever, HOG, whatever, and now Wrestling Society Network is like, hey man, who else you got? Who else isn't getting seen enough? And it seems like could be a good opportunity, especially launching on Roku that quickly, for some smaller promotions maybe, or some less exposed promotions to get that exposure and have a place to be.
Yeah, man, I like the idea. You know, they're kind of working that opening that's going to be kind of in the middle of the independent wrestling world, right? You've got the top level WWE, AEW guys, right? You've got established indie stuff. You got the IWTV, now the My AEW app. You've got kind of your specialized, we'll call them mid majors, right? Your GCW, your CZW, your New Japan, AAA, CMLL, that kind of stuff. And then you've got some smaller promotions that YouTube, things like that, but they don't have a necessarily consistent archive. These are the guys that WSN Plus could kind of go after.
Yeah.
Really become a spot for indie talent discovery. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You build a platform around just finding these niches and these little promotions, and that in and of itself could become a scouting service for fans and for promotions even. They could spotlight the smaller promotions. What promotions are emerging promotions. They've got their willingness to work with a lot of these independent podcasts like you and I, these little guys like us. Put exclusive interviews on there. Put wrestler profiles. Documentaries. We did our interview for the documentary for up in Michigan.
Yep.
Put that kind of stuff on there. Anything that us as fans and fan content creators can make, give us a place to put all this stuff. Help the wrestlers build their brands. Imagine a spot where you can, you can find a wrestler and, I'm just going to throw an example out there. Maggie Lee, right? You've discovered Maggie Lee. All right. So Maggie Lee has a profile there with her matches and promos and interviews, interest videos, merchandise links, her upcoming appearances. You as a fan can discover a wrestler and follow their whole career, follow them all the way through the indies. And obviously, once they graduate to the next level, obviously you'll be able to follow them that way. But the amount of interaction that, we as indie wrestling fans could have, with these local, more local talents would be really, really cool.
Yeah. Agreed. 100% agreed. And I think that would be a great place to pick up a bunch of folks, you know what I mean, with weekly TV for sure, like Pro South that we've seen, like Kraken, Arizona Wrestling Federation, who we're about to talk about here in a little while. There's a lot of folks that have weekly TV that could get some more exposure, could be on Roku channel. People are turning into Roku for NWA already, kind of. So,
but with that, then you've got the downside of it, which really puts it back on some of these promotions and these content creators and even the performers. People are not going to flock to this if there's inconsistent uploads, right? You got to consistently make sure you're keeping up with your uploads.
Yeah.
You got to have good commentary. You got to have great camera work.
Yes.
We're fans in 2026. We don't want one camera, no one fixed camera shots. Nobody wants that stuff. You got to have good editing, and we do want some storytelling. I mean, we as indie fans know that storytelling is harder to do on this level, but we want something, right? We don't want a 3 hour show with no build.
Right.
Give us something, give us some context. Give us, I know for you and I, our biggest one is the bad audio takes me out of it. If I can't hear and I can't understand, really, really takes us out. Same thing with the commentary, man. We've seen some really small shows that have great commentary. That by the time the wrestlers make it to the ring, you and I know exactly why they're there, what they're there to do, and why they're in this match.
Yeah.
And we've seen ones where, there's not a lot of context to anything. I mean, you barely know the wrestler's name, and the match is done, and somebody's won, and you're just like, okay,
Right.
That's just some of the quality stuff that would have to be worked out. But I think WSN Plus giving smaller promotions and individual performers that kind of platform would make them up their game.
Yeah.
Give you a reason to, hey, we gotta look at this a little bit instead of just, well, nobody's paying attention anyway. So, other than our people coming in, our gate, we don't have anybody watching. Well, this gives you that opportunity,
Right.
to really reach out, and I look forward to it, man. I think it's a really neat idea, and it's going to serve an underrepresented portion of the indie wrestling fandom.
And there is certainly a hole in the market right now. Well, the transition is creating big holes in the market for
Yes.
this,
Yes.
So it's I keep saying landscape shift is when the landscape slows down on the shift, where these pieces settle, this could be one of the bigger pieces. So I wish them all the luck in the world, and I hope they can get. That's what we like to do. We like to expose as many people as we can, but these guys actually have a platform, a big platform. So let's get these guys out there, and let's get them seen. That's what I like.
Absolutely.
Now something that's even weirder, but this Jake Crist post.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Holy shit! July 2nd, Jake Crist posted a long thing on Facebook saying that sometimes in life you feel like you get a second chance. I feel like the rest of my time on Earth is now borrowed. He goes on to tell a story as he worked doing repo work. Started doing that a couple of months back, and that one morning around 5 a.m. he was towing a truck away in Springfield, Ohio. He gets halfway down the driveway, and he hears, "You better put my truck down if you want to live." And the guy's got a 9mm pointed at his face. Dude. He got out of there with some fucking slick talk and some, smart thinking and not escalating any of the situation. Mm-hmm. But my God, man, just like that, things can change.
Yeah. And he went on to kind of say, really kind of struck him. And, he went on in that post, if you and I are seeing the same post, that to apologize to anybody that feels like he's ever wronged them, hurt them, that, like you said, it sounds like a real eye-opening moment. I know he's got a couple of kids. I think from the post, I think he says he's got one on the way. Mm-hmm. Scary stuff, man.
God, I couldn't even. You're right. I mean, yeah, that's the part. I mean, he's got a kid on the way, and just fortunate that Jake survived this, and it's it caught me. I mean, it hit me in the feels when he was talking about it and apologizing to people and all this stuff. Like, that shit makes you think about what's important and what's not, for sure. I did want to also note, though, that he leaves the driveway and follows some cops down the road and immediately turns the guy in, and they arrest him. So he wasn't so scared that he ran home and hid. He was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm clear. All right, fine. Let me get the police to get this dude." So even smarter thinking on his part to be able to, I guess, to want to do that after that ordeal. Like, I would just want to hide.
Yep. I don't know that I would have had the fortitude that Jake did, for sure.
Yeah. Wow, crazy story. We're all glad Jake Crist is okay, though, for sure. And
yes, absolutely.
That's the most important thing. What else? Well, I mentioned. Oh, you mentioned Maggie Leal a little while ago. Did you see her as Miss Murica at the Savannah Bananas?
Savannah Bananas. Hey man, that got me thinking, dude. I I would love, something with something like that to do a Savannah Bananas wrestling night, right? And
Yeah.
just have the game going on while you've got either appearances or promos, or it seems like a match really made in heaven. And it's not something I would have thought would work so well until I saw this. And it was so much fun. And you and I have been to a lot of minor league games and some stadiums and things like that. They are super, super family friendly, super, super fun. To me, it's one of those things. It's like, why has nobody done this before? I mean, I know we've had events in the stadiums, things like that, but I mean, while things are going on, and the Savannah Bananas and that league they've kind of got going, just really, it's baseball for indie wrestling fans, if you ask
Kayfabe
me.
baseball, man. I love it.
It's because it's character driven, right?
Yep.
Right. It's storyline driven. It's adding that fun into something you already love, and so yeah, I think it's good, and yeah, she was absolutely great as Miss Murica.
Perfect. But yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I'd like to see more appearances like this. I think you're right, 100%. The crossover with that league and wrestling is just it's like a peanut butter and jelly thing, man. It's like a natural fit.
Absolutely.
Something else one of our friends has gotten involved in is apparently the NWA. Billy Corgan has announced
Yes.
their own reality show competition to find talent for the NWA and NWA TV. They're calling it Into the Fire, which is kind of cool that the NWA is picking this up and taking this. I think nobody else is doing it right now. I mean, Tough Enough did its thing, but nobody's involved in it right now. And the NWA is kind of the perfect promotion to kind of do something like this. And as soon as I put it in the notes, I go on Instagram, and there's Tully Bertorelli making his, or Talk the Destroyer, I should say, doing his video audition for Into the Fire. So, hell yes.
Shoot. Oh, we would love for our guy to get on there, man.
No, dude, no doubt, man. Every week we'd have him. Well, he's got to come back on the show here soon.
Yeah, I heard he may have a little news. So, congratulations, Tully Talk.
I heard that, man. I heard that. Did you see the video at all of him?
I did not see the video.
Hold
no.
on, I got it up. I just want you to see the visual of it. Hold on, let me share this real quick. Screen 2. That is badass, dude.
Dude, he looks like he's gotten leaned out of this just since we saw him again.
Uh-huh.
Dude, he's looking like a monster.
Yeah. And I
Dude,
love his character.
That look, dude. And if anybody's going to pull that kind of over the top character, it'll be Tully. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Oh, very cool, man. I'm so excited.
Oh, that is so badass.
I dare anyone to try to beat his audition video for that show.
Haha, love it.
Well, we wish Tully all the luck in the world, man, for real.
Yeah.
Come on, man. There it goes. All right, here's my screen share. But as I mentioned earlier as well, we can come back to it real quick, but Monty Ariez posted that he got a tryout with TNA.
Yes.
You and I have been saying this for a long time.
Yep.
I had to go comment on the post and say, strap the rocket to Monty, because that's literally what's about to happen. That guy he passes the airport test. He takes everything seriously. He's in great shape and just getting better day by day at what he does.
Yeah.
So, do not be surprised, folks. If you don't know who Monty Ariez is yet, you're going to find out real soon. That's just that. That's the same thing I said, too, when Nikki Blackheart debuted on NXT. You know what I mean? I was like, man, but all of us who know about Nikki Blackheart, wait till the rest of the world sees this lady. And now Nikki Blackheart is dead. Long live Reina Volcan. What do you think?
They did it again, Bob. They shit on something good again. I know we're the positive guys, but I cannot be positive about anything they do anymore. And at this point, I don't even know if it's just me. They could give me something good, and I would probably hate it. So I'm so jaded with them at this point. But come on, man. Nikki Blackheart is already, it's fucking perfect. It's perfect.
Yep, I agree.
Uh,
I agree with you, but also, let the hate flow through you, John. Yes, yes, the hate makes you stronger. The hate of the Fed. I can feel it. It's
oh, it's so bad.
and since we're
So
doing
bad.
that now, go
Which,
ahead.
hey, transitioning into just another news and notes thing, right? We
Yep.
have another favorite of the podcast that I am so scared that they are going to ruin, ruin the best
Woo.
mustache in the biz.
The best mustache in the biz. That's right. Richard Holiday has been
Oh,
rumored to be within minutes of signing with WWE. I don't know if it's
which,
true, but it's about damn time.
which hey, for him, amazing, right? And same thing for Nikki Blackheart, absolutely amazing. I'm not disparaging the opportunity that they've gotten. That I
No.
mean, the, to reach the top of the field that you're passionate about and you're working in is great. I just don't particularly care for their creative decisions.
I
But
can see
yeah,
that.
as far as you guys being performers, man, that is fucking awesome. Nikki, well deserved, and for Richard, I mean, just so fucking overdue.
Oh my God,
So
yes.
so so overdue.
I remember watching him on MLW TV, him and Alicia as heels.
Dude, and
Just such
at
good work
that
then.
point saying to myself, why are we not on WWE right now? This guy he is a WWE wrestler. There, I mean, through and through.
Oh yeah, if you watch any
Yeah.
of his social media videos,
Yes.
that guy's got all the chops to do all the things WWE will need of him. So
Yep.
hopefully the things they need of him don't piss John off too much.
Uh,
While we are railing against the Fed, did you see that the promoter for the new Produce Wrestling had comments
oh
after
yeah.
some ID talent were pulled from his show without compensation? Apparently, he says WWE is using the ID program to con the talent into being unpaid backups. And so,
Yeah.
since you're the one with the hate, man, I'll let it flow through you right now. Do you agree with him?
Um, I don't know that I necessarily see it as unpaid backup, but I definitely see it as them not helping the scene and it's a way that they're controlling talent,
Yes.
which I don't like because it's to control the talent like that when your whole premise is to help the indie scene, right? That's what this ID program is supposed to be. But it's not. I mean, we're not stupid. You and I called, especially Bob, you called this from the very beginning as soon as it was even announced that it was going to be a thing. Um, I just don't like how it gives them power over these smaller promotions, and it really can impact them in a lot of way. I mean, financially, it something like this for like you said for produce, it killed them. There's no compensation. You just pulled them. Nope. You promoted them. Promoted the cards. You promoted the appearances, and then nah, we got something else.
Right.
So unless there really becomes some way, and I get it. Listen, WWE is investing in these guys, and they may need them other places. I totally get
Of
that,
course.
but there has to be some compensation. Listen, we've got to pull Starboy Charlie, but we can send Marcus Mathers.
Right.
That kind of thing. Or listen, I know we've had to pull these guys short notice. This is their fee refunded. Here's $5,000 towards it. It's something to make that smaller promotion whole. Because listen, as well as I do, those smaller promotions, they're event to event, man. They are the equivalent of paycheck to paycheck.
Yep.
And so something like that really cripples these smaller promotions. And listen, these smaller promotions are where all these unproven talents are starting. You can't take these places away and expect that ecosystem to survive.
Right. No, absolutely. And Produce being a brand new promotion, having only run the one show with the second one coming up, I believe, That I won't say that they're a small time. It seems to me that they appear to
They've
be
got some
well-funded.
backing, yes, but
they appear to be
still.
funded. But they're right, they're the exception. But I'm pointing back to produce for a different discussion, which is, how much of this do you think might be retaliation for them being the second brand on the AEW app?
Oh, I think it's 100% retaliation. I mean, we know that's WWE's MO for forever.
Yep.
Right? I mean, look, not too long ago we had who was it where they were pulling talent? It was with the MJF.
Oh, right. And Nick Nemeth match, and they wouldn't
Nick
let him wrestle Nick Nemeth.
Right, and they decided, no, because why? Well, it's AEW. Yeah, but this is not an AEW branded thing. This is a guy that works there. Your guy works here. They're on an independent. It's the same thing. So we know that they're lack of a better word, they're petty that way. They just we can't control the narrative of it. We don't have any. There's no benefit directly to us. So no, instead of helping the indie scene, we want to hurt AEW. Instead of helping this produce, which is going to be this, by all accounts, going to be this phenomenal collection of talent, and would be a great scouting, whether it's for my AEW, whether it's for AEW Dark, whether it's for NXT, whether it's for Evolve, whether it's for the ID program, would be a phenomenal place to be scouting at. Instead of helping that, we're going to, you signed on to my AEW, and no, you guys can't work there.
Right. And the lines, are they being drawn? The battle lines, I don't like it. I don't like it, but it appears to be, it's going to be a thing.
Agreed.
So we'll see. But like I said, this is not going to be that. This is the thing about WWE, that this is the petty retaliation is not the only retaliation. There are bigger ones coming. They're going to adjust in some way, and they're going to come back again and to try to battle this AEW app. Just strictly, I think, from the standpoint of staking territory in the indies, they're going to have to do something else. But like I said, it is petty. I mean, they're like the jealous boyfriend who won't let the girlfriend talk to any other guys. I can't let Nick Nemeth talk to MJF. He might cheat on me. No, that's not how. It doesn't work in relationships. It doesn't work here. There was nothing about that. I think Nick Nemeth had discussions with AEW before he went to TNA. He didn't date. He didn't date AEW when he was single. Why is he going to cheat on him now?
And it seems like there's not a set standard that they're going by. It changes event to event, promotion to promotion. What we want to enforce, what we don't want to enforce. It just there's not a standard to it. So there's no this is the precedent being set. This is what we're going to follow now. It changes monthly.
Yep.
It
certainly does.
I mean, and listen, I feel like WWE could really clear things up if they're, it just set some guidelines, set some ground rules to it, right? It's got to be about communication. It's WWE. Give these smaller promotions some guaranteed notice windows. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Offer them some replacement options. If you pull talent, offer some sort of compensation, and just be clearer about the expectations when these promotions are going to sign an ID guy for a match. Because right now, when this happens, I mean, you've got these smaller promotions that are their promoters are advertising specific wrestlers.
Yep.
Right? They're selling tickets based partly on those wrestlers appearing. I mean, is that not how it works?
Fact.
So if WWE can pull the talent at any time, the WWE absorbs no damage. That all the damage is absorbed by the promoter, who may not financially be able to recover from that.
Right. Yep.
So WWE has nothing to lose, and they have all the power in the relationship.
Right. Yeah,
there's just no way to operate.
And they don't care if they destroy one indie or another indie, because they'll just pop up beneath them. I mean, the talent are always still going to be there. They'll get to the talent one way or the other. It doesn't matter whether it's company X or company Y, really.
Exactly.
So, speaking of Company X or Company Y, I'm going to talk to you now about your baby, Soft Ground Wrestling.
Yes.
I saw they've got Sperm Wars coming up July 26th. John, you want to talk on Sperm Wars?
Not really. Not really. I did have to do a little research to find the
Yep. Take two.
colloquialism, right, on what sperm wars means specifically there, right? So apparently it is closer in context for them of strength, spirit, courage.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so obviously in translation, it's
issue.
a giggle fest here in America. For them, it's it's the strength, spirit, courage wars. That's what I'm going with.
There you go.
For SGW. But yeah, SGW, is really. I mean, they are really picking up some momentum. That's one that I could see popping up on that WSN Plus, right? That's kind of promotion that we're talking about there. I don't think they're AEW, my AEW level yet. But they are quickly garnering a lot of attention. They are getting a lot of backing of really established performers, right? We've seen Cody. I believe Cody donated rings. We've seen some other guys donate money. We've seen some guys donate time as far as training. It is like this. When I watch these matches, it reminds me so much of like old school territory wrestling.
Yeah.
But it also feels like it's backyard wrestling. It feels very 90s, and it's very community based. You can see that just like we talk about when you one of the things you like about going up to Route 66 wrestling, right? Mm-hmm. That the town feels like it's their thing. These communities over there, these feel like community things that they're letting all of a sudden, hey, we've got this thing. We'll let a camera in here and you can see it too because we love it. You'll love it.
Right.
Where these characters and these performers are really belong to these communities, right? They have adopted them as theirs. And right now it's a viral social media spectacle. It is everywhere. Right?
Yeah. I see it all the time.
Yeah, it is just it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of performers that are learning the craft but have an absolute love of the art form, and it just happens to be in a field in Uganda. That's awesome. Yeah. That is absolutely awesome.
It is wrestling. That is what wrestling is. You know what I mean?
And it is pure wrestling.
It is.
There are no egos. There are no, they haven't gotten to that yet. I'm sure at some point 10, 15 years down the road you'll have that. But right now for me, this is the absolute most pure sports entertainment wrestling I have ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
it's infectious to watch the performers. It is infectious.
They're so
man.
excited and
yes, and it is so much fun.
Yeah, agreed, man. They look like they're having the time of their lives. I have the time of my life watching them. And my only question to you, John, is when is the trip to Uganda?
Hey, man, that's one I could sell my wife. She would be down for that one. Sweetheart, I'll take you on that African safari. Bob's just going to meet us over there, and him and I have to take a 3-day detour through Uganda.
Yep.
For wrestling.
Yep.
In the mud.
Yep. And knowing your wife, she'd be like, okay, see you guys.
Yep.
No problem. Bye. Your wife can find things to do. Believe me, if you knew John's wife saw her Instagram and the travels and the pictures and woo, she's seen and done some things, man. She travels a lot, and I wish I had the time to do it, and the money.
Yep.
But I'd love to see some cool places. But Ugandan wrestling is, I joke, but you talk about if I take a trip out of the United States, that's one of the ones that's going to be on my list to think about for sure, man.
Yep.
I can't believe I'm saying it, but it is. Let's go to Uganda for some wrestling. Absolutely. Every day of the week. Twice on Sundays I do it.
Hey, man. We'll wear our Kamala shirts. We'll be good.
Oh, yeah, man. Kamala. That is one of the most... Dude... that I could go on forever about how Kamala was underused and underappreciated for his entire career. Why I went back through. I told you I was doing I've been doing this rewatch for a long time through the '80s, watching him body slam Andre the Giant, watching him do the jump up and touch his toes thing when he was like that guy was agile. He knew his gimmick. He could. I mean, the gimmick is questionable now, but I mean, he had the whole package. That guy was so good, and I don't think he got enough credit for how good he was.
He really came just before the TV exposure explosion, right? And by the time he made it to where WWE, where he really kind of made his biggest impact and his biggest name, he was already on the downside of his career, right? He was already a little bit older, a little more beat up, didn't do a lot of the athletic things that he had done at the beginning of his career. Hey, listen, a lot of that can be said for Hogan. I mean, you and I have seen Hogan, in the territory days was great. And man, his stuff in Japan was, you watch that and you go, who is this guy chain wrestling?
Yep.
Like I didn't know Hogan knew how to do that stuff. Hogan was good.
He was. He knew how to give people what they want.
And that's exactly it. And that he knew how to adapt the style to where he was at. And that, listen, his style was absolutely the style that it needed to be for WWE at that time. But yeah, Kamala was absolutely one of those guys. One Man Gang was one of those guys.
Oh yeah, man.
There were just a ton of those kind of guys that were just a little too early or a little too late for the time period. And he was definitely one of those guys. But you're right. I mean, you watch some of his early territory stuff. Man, the stuff he could do as a big man was ahead of its time.
Seriously, man. And I don't know that a lot of people would compare this as ahead of its time to what you're talking about with Kamala, but did you happen to see Joey Janela's firecracker spot over the weekend at 4th of July backyard wrestling?
I did not see it, man. So I have not seen it.
Hold on. All right. Well, then I gotta.
I know you
play
gotta
it
put
now,
it up
right? I
there.
gotta put it up. Let me find it. Let's see this spot here. Where's the Joey Janela spot? So John can see this from GCW backyard wrestling. I think it was on July 4th. Where is the... Damn, dude, how much stuff is on his page?
Did Joey time it a little better than AEW?
I would say, well, I'll let you watch it. Let's see,
Okay.
June, where the hell is this? Is it not on his page? Is it on someone else's page? No, that's not it. No. Yep. Here we go. This is the caption for the post says, "That madman, it's Crazy Mike." Well, go back. Of course, I clicked on it, and this it's Crazy Mike tosses a string of firecrackers onto the bad boy Joey Janela before jumping off the roof to put him through some plywood.
Oh my Lord!
Look at him going off. Blah, 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 blah.
That is amazing.
I love it, man.
Dude, what's crazy for me with Janela, right, is that you could see him in a stadium and the next day he's in somebody's backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you're hard pressed to find anybody that loves professional wrestling and indie wrestling as much as Joey Janela.
No doubt.
I put his love of this, up against anybody's.
Yep.
Absolutely anybody.
I don't know that he was
That
made...
is nuts. That was nuts.
I just don't know that Joey Janela was ever made to be in a big company. You know what I mean? He's almost like Buddy Landell. Like it's just never. It can't last long. He's meant to be somewhere else at all times. It's not a bad thing. It just
Agreed.
He just wants to do too many crazy things, and he's just, it's. I like Joey Janela right where he is. I love seeing spots like this. That man is innovative and fun.
It's the reason why Terry Funk is an absolute legend, but for me, all of the good Terry Funk stuff took place outside of WWE, WCW, even the ECW stuff, right? All his best stuff was territory stuff,
Yes,
small promotion stuff, because he could do the crazy stuff that was in his head without fear of reprisal from management, right?
Yeah, and that's actually a really good comparison too of Terry
Yeah,
Funk, because Terry Funk was
absolutely.
just from place to place to place, and he couldn't stay on TV very long
but
either.
he would no, but he was the man wherever he went, and he put
Every
on
time,
an absolute show everywhere he showed up at. Joey does the same thing. Joey
guaranteed.
is must see TV no matter where he's at, whether it's a backyard or whether it's AEW. You have to watch what the guy's going to do.
Yep.
And like I said, he's absolutely phenomenal.
Didn't we watch him wing an empty beer can at somebody?
We did. We absolutely did.
So cool, man. So much fun. I got one more thing to mention to you, John. I know you saw it already, so I don't have to tell you, but this is more of an impact for our Lucha podcast, but it's also extremely interesting news. A Sexy Star appearance is coming up.
Yes.
Where is it?
Up
Is it
in,
August?
up in Toronto.
Yeah. Did you hear You're the one who speaks better Spanish than me. Did you listen to the to her her promo there?
I think you got that backwards. I think you definitely speak better Spanish than me.
Here it is, August 1st and 2nd.
August 1st and 2nd. She's making an appearance. Yeah. Dude, I think we start putting it out in the universe to try to see if we can't, get an interview. That would be fun and awesome.
Yeah. Oh my
just
god.
to find out what's going on. But yeah, man, you and I have both long talked about, really one decision costing her a whole career. Because man, she absolutely and this is if our listeners, if you don't know who she is, seriously, just either Google her or watch some of her New Japan stuff,
Or
I
watch the
believe she
Underground
might have been
Lucha
started-
experience with us.
or watch the Underground Lucha experience with us. This lady should have been one of the absolute biggest female stars of the last 15 years.
Yep.
And she's gone largely forgotten because of a bad moment and a bad judgment call.
Yep.
She was effectively blacklisted from the U.S. As far as I can tell, which is really a shame because again, one of the absolute greatest female wrestlers, and I'm going back to Beulah, Mae Young. I'm going back. One of the best female wrestlers I have ever seen. And we right now are in a renaissance of female wrestlers, and there's nobody going today that she couldn't have gone toe to toe with.
Yep.
And she was old school enough that there's nobody from the past that she couldn't have gone with.
Correct.
She just was absolutely 100% phenomenal.
Yeah, just fantastic.
Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, fantastic in the ring, and the look, the shape she was in. I mean, just the athleticism. So crazy, man. And I would love to get her on the Lucha Pod,
Yeah.
man. Or any pod and talk to her about this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to find out about it. And I would love to hear her takes on the Lucha Underground if we could get her on an episode and watch some of her matches and hear some inside
absolutely.
stuff. I would be over the moon if that were to happen.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. One of the biggest stars coming out of Lucha Underground, and man, just like I said, it just goes to show you how one bad decision can really, in the heat of the moment, can really derail everything you've worked for.
It really can. It really can. And not to say that wasn't called for. What we understand to have happened was, not cool.
No,
So, it's
well,
not, but that was her decision.
I believe it was an arm lock to Rosemary. She was, from what I understand, was planned to win that way. That's how the match was drawn up. She locked it in. Rosemary tapped as she was supposed to, and for whatever reason, and nobody may ever know, she really she locked it in. She decided to hold it a little bit longer and wrench the arm and really caused Rosemary some damage. And Rosemary at that point was on a real tear of her own, and really kind of running roughshod through TNA, and really making a big name for herself. So that was a big match. And listen, Sexy Star, is somebody that she's not just a professional wrestler. I mean, she is MMA trained.
Yeah.
She's had MMA fights. She went 5-0 as a professional boxer. I know she was Alberto Del Rio had that Combate America promotion that was big. You had that. You had Bellator. You had Pride. You had UFC. You had all those kind of things, and that Combate America was a big one. I know I don't know how many matches she had. I know she had at least the one, and won pretty handily her debut match. She is an absolute combat professional,
Yeah.
and sounds like at least the way it's laid out that there were liberties taken. And listen, what do we hear just even on the outside, just you and I, is that wrestlers, if they don't trust somebody to work with them, and you're trusting your body to somebody else, right? That's what we hear these performers say all the time. And she lost that trust of all these other performers.
Yeah.
You can't book somebody that performers won't perform with.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I can say.
Hello, I mean, Teddy Hart's made a career out of people not wanting to work with him.
Yep.
And again, that's another guy that should have been one of the best. He was AJ Styles before AJ Styles.
Yeah, he was. I heard he was backstage at AEW recently, but
not
that recently, but a few months ago.
I wonder if the cats were there.
No question. Whoever I was listening to saw him or heard of him being back there smelled the cats first. So
no.
Yeah, that happens. Oh goodness, let's see. Well, that was a lot of news and notes. But let's get into this IWX Watch This. This is an interesting show that we watched this week. Arizona Wrestling Federation AWF High Voltage from July 3rd, 2026. Posted on YouTube 4 days ago as we are recording this. This was an hour packed with matches, man. I did not expect to see as many matches in a 1 hour show as we got. Starting with the opening match was kind of a good opening match with Alex Ortiz and Aaron Creed. Man, Ortiz looked good. He could stick and move, but man, Aaron Creed was just too much for him.
It was too big a size difference. Creed is a large man. And once Ortiz finally ran into something, that was beginning of the end.
Yeah. But listen, that kid Alex Ortiz looked good, and I thought that he's got promise.
Mm-hmm.
Very athletic, very agile, and we'll see where things go for him. But Aaron Creed is clearly the guy that's got some stuff going on here with AWF, and some stories that are building for him. And it looks like they're gonna start moving him up the ladder, I guess. But the first match that I really enjoyed was the Creed representatives Dos Equis and Kilo versus Carnage and Nolan Knight. I enjoyed this match. I was starting to wonder if I would. And then Kilo started kicking in with these suplexes and these freaking power moves, man. I thought personally Kilo was the standout of the match. What did you think?
Yeah. I think each team had a standout for me. Kilo was great. And Carnage, man. Carnage is a great wrestler, but that look and that character is so unique.
Yep.
That stood out. But yeah, as far as just a wrestler in the match, dude, Kilo is a killer.
Yeah, man. And look, and him and Dos Equis work well together. They had this little do-si-do spot that was pretty cool with Logan involved. They even did a demolition-style finisher, which was cool.
Yeah.
I was happy to see that. The old guy, the guy who's about to turn Henry, was happy to see that. You're right. I said Logan Knight looked good on the rally. Oh, dude, the win at the end, the assisted package pile driver. I really like that.
Yeah, that one was that had a nasty, man. That kind of hit to the head before the drop was nasty. And they did a good job of selling it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was unique. It was neat. I like seeing something kind of new or a new twist on a finisher, and it was something I haven't seen, so it was pretty neat.
It was. And that was right after Dos Equis hit what I think was like a pump handle facebuster.
Facebuster.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
They really turned it. Like I said, at the beginning of the match, I was like, okay, where's this going? But by the end, those two dudes had me hooked.
Yeah.
Absolutely had me hooked.
Yeah, but I'm with you. Kilo, absolutely the standout wrestler in that match for sure.
Yeah, agreed. The law firm commercials were just so fun. By the way, I could have fast
You might
forwarded
be a
through
little
them, but I didn't.
prejudiced there.
No, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, how do we make this happen for my firm? I want wrestling commercials for my firm now.
Oh
What are we
Lord.
gonna call? Should we call Chince McMahon or should we call?
Oh, definitely. You definitely call Chince McMahon.
Dude, if I could get
Yeah.
James Ellsworth to do like an ACW commercial for my law firm, that would be the shit.
Dude, you gotta have to sponsor a match or two, man.
Yeah. Because if you get Jimmy, you also get Gilbert, right? So I get a Jimmy Ellsworth Gilbert
No,
commercial
man.
for my.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
I shouldn't talk about it. I should reach out to them and start negotiating first.
There you go.
But yeah, no, that I loved those commercials. They were just
they
so
were
fun.
fun.
And like I said, John's right. They touched me in an interesting spot because
A little
I'm a
bias
lawyer,
to it. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It really blurred the line of, I couldn't tell if it was, are we doing a skit right now?
Right.
No. Oh, no. This is a commercial for a firm. Okay. Okay.
And the T-shirts with the fur. Oh, so good.
Oh, so good.
Oh, wow. Our next match is for the Unleashed title. This is Sexy Roy, the champion, defending against Colin Muldoon. The thing that stood out to me right off the jump is Colin Muldoon looks the freaking part, man. Like already just looks like $1,000,000. Sexy Roy is don't overlook him either. He's really good. He's really crafty. He had a decent little moveset. He could escape things. I like the role that he played here. I like that they kept the title on him.
Yep.
But like Muldoon hitting that fisherman with that perfect bridge and then going for a Steiner recliner, like when that shit starts to pick up and he starts to move up the ladder, man, and get some more experience and some more matches under his belt, the more and more it's just going
I'm
to get
with
really
you.
good.
Sexy Roy's a lot of fun, but yeah, Muldoon is the up and coming guy there. This was a showcase for him. He gained a lot in the loss kind of match. So
Yes, agreed. And listen, like I said, don't take anything away from Sexy Roy. I bet if I went to an AWF show, he would be one of the most fun dudes there.
Oh,
and I would
absolutely.
have tons of fun watching him and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, like I said, Colin Muldoon just stood out from just looking at him. You could have turned the sound down. And he's very, very impressive. Then we had a little flashback where Jared is basically the owner Jared is saying that Alex Salyers is no longer the general manager for AWF, but he's now been signed as a wrestler to the roster. Salyers comes out to the ring after that, calls out Rudy Rogers, and says they're going to have a match at Summer Explosion on July 25th,
Yes.
a casket match.
right. I think I heard Rich shudder from here.
I know. I was thinking the same thing, man. Do not destroy the casket, guys. The boss will get pissed. I can tell you.
Very
the boss
upset.
will be pissed. Put someone in it, not through it. But Rudy Rogers looked to be a really good heel, and I think that match is going to be a lot of fun. I have a feeling he's really good in the ring. I like to see one of his matches because he played the part really well with the Canadian flag. I know John thought Lance Storm was coming, or
I was hoping. Fingers were crossed,
or
man.
Ethan Page.
Oh, don't get me going. Oh,
Sorry, I know. Well, hopefully Rudy will turn out better than Ethan Page getting stuck
yes.
in WWE, But I was really impressed with him. I thought he was great. We did a weekly recap, which I don't need to go through here, but I thought I like having it.
I like knowing, hey, this is what's been going on. Again, that these smaller promotions again, this is exactly what we were saying for the WSN Plus app, right? These kind of things, right? Give me the updates. Give me the what's going on with the promotion. Where are we at? Where what are our feuds going? Who's doing what? I think if you get those little snippets and you update them, consistently, I think WSN can really build something, and this is a promotion that I think would do really well with that.
I do too. Excuse me. There were a lot of elements to this show that I thought were very, very good, and I liked being able to see a lot of wrestling in one space. The next match after this was a perfect illustration of that. We got introduced, John and I got introduced to four guys at once. A state title match, Cash Cartier defending in a fatal four-way against newcomer AJ Avon, Marty Snow, and King Khan. What stood out to you in this match, John, or who?
Yeah, Marty Snow absolutely stood
So
out. I
good.
mean, he the rest of the guy. I mean, don't I'm not taking anything away from anybody in this match. But Marty Snow, man, it really had good size, good look to him. Great heel work. I mean, he was a shit the whole match. Even though he was the biggest man in there, he played it like, he was just slimy, smarmy, sneaky, always looking for an angle. And damn if he didn't figure it out.
He did.
But yeah, he was a stand for me. King Khan was great. Um, the champ Cash Cartier, I can see why he's the champ.
Me too.
And AJ Avon, was a lot of fun to watch. I think he's got, he looks like a younger guy. Got some improving to do, but I mean he's got some moves. Yeah, he's going to be good. He's one I watching him. I was like, man, I want to see a match between him and Alex Ortiz.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Right.
a match
Yes.
I want to see. Because those two guys I think would be phenomenal together, either in a match or put them in a tag team together, man. I'm telling you, you talk about a high flying duo would be those two.
Yes. I agree. I kept thinking about that too. Avon and King Khan looked like they just could fit so well together as a team, and just
Again, yeah,
the moves and the whatever. But it looked like King Khan wanted to team up with Cash Cartier. Cash
right.
Cash seemed a little bit wary of that, and then at the end of the match, he gets hit with King Khan holding the belt because AJ Avon pushed him into him. I got to imagine that's going to go somewhere later now that Cash
Oh
has
yeah.
lost the title. But I really liked Cash Cartier a lot. I thought his look was really good.
All these guys had great looks, man.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
The corkscrew tope thing looked really good. I think he might have gotten caught on his way out of the ropes on that one, but it looked good following AJ Avon's tope, which was it was a nice 1-2 punch. I did like the four-way superplex. And then Marty tries to pin
Yes.
AJ. Then he pins freaking Cash, and he's trying to pin everybody. But that's when Marty gets the belt, thinks about hitting Cash with it. But Khan takes it from Marty. Then AJ pushes Khan into Cash, hits him with the belt by mistake. But that leaves Marty to just hit a low blow on, was it Avon? And then the short arm clothesline.
And
new
dude, that
champion.
short arm clothesline from Snow was nasty.
Ooh, yeah.
It was nasty. I mean, there was snap to that.
Yeah. That was like almost like before Jake Roberts hit the DDT on you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was really good. And I agree with you. Marty Snow is all of everything. The timing, had the opportunistic sort of attitude, like slimy, sliding in and sneaking into pins or sneaking into situations. And yeah, I really was impressed with him. I liked him too. So I don't know how long he's been AWF state champion, but I got to imagine they're gonna have some fun booing that guy for a while.
Yeah.
And then the last match was so much fun. It almost was a lot
Yes.
like the first, but turned up to 11. Like
Yes, my new
there was
favorite wrestler.
There was a wrestler in this match who was way bigger and way stronger and just too much for a much smaller dude, like the very first match. But Chubby Depp I love that guy. The hand motions. I think
Yes.
he hit a chugga chugga choo choo before he went for a splash at one point. He's got all these arm waves and all this. So much fun. He's patting his belly before he hits the splash.
Those double chops. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
nightmares. Nightmares.
The overhand, they were crazy. And then of course he's got to hit a dusty right hand.
Yep.
With the left jabs, and then bam. Yeah, Chubby Depp is great, but Lorenzo really showed out here. The stick and move thing that Alex was trying to do in the first match, Alex Ortiz, Lorenzo succeeded.
Yep.
And he waited, and then he got some help. When Charles Cassis's music played, Chubby Depp goes to the entrance, but no Cassis, turns around, goes back in the ring, and Lorenzo hits him with what I thought was a stomp, like a curb stomp like Seth Rollins, but when I rewinded again, I realized it was like a famouser, but Chubby was already down. So, but either way, it was all on top of a steel chair, knocks Chubby out, and that's the end of that.
That's it.
So I like that, but Chubby's not going to be done with Charles Cassis for whatever.
No.
And I don't want any part of Chubby Depp.
No, that is a large fella who moves surprisingly well,
So
man.
well, yeah.
I was so impressed with how he was moving around. Dude, I'm down. I'm down with Chubby Depp, man. It just like I said, new favorite. Absolutely.
No question, man. That was so much fun to watch. But yeah, no, it was a really good episode, man. Like, I thought that the commentator was really good. He was a very sort of straight man commentator, which like a sort of a sportsy not a sports sports announcer. And I thought that was really well done. I thought a lot of the camera angles were really good. I would have liked to have seen more entrances or maybe a graphic before the matches to sort of let us know who was there. But they picked it up pretty quickly once the match started, who was who and why. Mm-hmm. But I would have liked to have 10 seconds of the graphic.
I would have liked that, but I didn't feel it lacking at all as far as me following the match. So
No. And then they worked all the storyline things in a way that you could just understand them through the action, which is really the way wrestling should communicate in the first place, right?
Yep. Agreed.
Oh, man. Well, I've got a control center here for us, John. Some old friends are going to appear today.
Yes.
3 shows for you this weekend. Some people that John mentioned earlier going to come back to bite him in the butt here in a minute. Because we're going to start off our control center on Saturday. This Saturday coming up, Focus Pro Wrestling is going to have Bayside Summer Vacation at Widowmaker Brewing in Braintree, Massachusetts. We love that venue.
Yes.
And, of course, it's all going to be headlined by Brian Bayside versus Fallah Bah. John, what you got on this?
This one is going to be a lot of fun, dude. I listen, anybody that's listened to us for more than 5 minutes know we absolutely love Brian Bayside. And I'm a Fallah Bah guy. I love Fallah Bah.
Always have, yes.
And so, I'm going to go out on a limb here, Bob. I'm going to say somebody gets a belly rub.
Yes.
I'm just throwing it out there. It is a pretty good chance that somebody's getting a belly rub.
Yes.
This match is going to be all kinds of fun. Especially the goddamn gauntlet that they've had Bayside running through the last 6 months. Listen, Fallah Bah is no joke. I mean, this is not getting easier. It's just a much better matchup for Brian than he's had lately.
Look, all I know is this: if Fallah Bah shows up with exploding bats or barbed wire, it's just gonna be too much. It's gonna be you put him through enough, guys. You put my guy through too many things. You've already put Fallah Bah in front of him. If he shows up looking for blood, poor Brian. But I'm with you. Fallah Bah will rub the belly.
Yes.
Mark my words. So what else have we got on this show, man? This is going to be a good show. I think it's on IWTV this weekend, so, always looking forward to a good Focus Pro show on IWTV, especially when it includes Cheeseburger.
Oh, our
taking
man.
on Leroy Robinson, dude. What?
I know. I couldn't believe that when I saw it. I was like, holy shit.
That one has the potential to be the match of the entire day.
Absolutely.
Like, not even... I hope they open with it, and I hope every match that comes after it has to fucking raise the bar from there, because those guys are going to do... Cheeseburger's amazing.
Yep.
And Leroy Robinson, you know how we feel about Leroy Robinson, so those guys are going to just
put on a special match. Absolutely.
No doubt. Another one of our favorites, PG County's own JB Anderson, is back for another Relaxed Rules match, this time against Jason Devine. We've also got, I mentioned her before, John, here she comes, Nessa Ferrari. I'm telling you, she's one of the rising stars. She's coming out of the Northeast. She's going to be very, very good. A year from now, you will all know who she is. And a match against Izzy Moreno is not a bad place to, I wouldn't say start, but not a bad place to be.
No, not at all.
All right, well, then we've also got LJ Cleary is going to make an appearance at Focus Pro. He's going to take on Mike Grassa, and I have a Mike Grassa promo for you, John.
Oh, man, okay.
LJ Cleary. You talk about this beautiful life that you live. How nice it must be. There's one key difference between you and I. Life hasn't been always so beautiful to me. And on July 11th, for Focus Pro, your beautiful life is gonna go up in flames. Because LJ, if he dies, he dies.
Facts, dude.
We
He dies, man.
a little on the intense side, Bob.
Yeah, I love
like
that
it.
guy so much, man. Absolutely. Well, we were talking about before, I think last week we were talking about post-game and the CZW titles. Well, this weekend they are defending the Focus Pro Championships against Dirt City Wrecking Balls, which is Wrecking Ball Legursky. Mike Montero. Wrecking Ball Legursky and Mike Montero are the Dirt City Wrecking Balls. But I have a surprise for you, John. Someone, or two someones, have inserted themselves into the conversation for this Saturday. They are Dolphin Funeral.
Focus Pro Wrestling has some of the hottest tag team wrestling in all the independents. And since Dolphin Funeral has been watching Focus, we have had our eye on one thing specifically. That is the Focus Pro Tag Team Championships held by Postgame. Come July 11th Postgame, it's not going to be your Dolphin Day. Postgame, I know two insecure men when I see them. You guys drink, drown your sorrows. I've never taken a substance in my life. I want to feel all the pain that's coming my way. Dolphin Funeral is the epitome of opposites attract. You can underestimate us all you want, but it's going to be your funeral. I need to win these titles so I can prove every single person wrong who said that I would amount to nothing. Even if it means I have to team with this guy. We need to win these tag team championships to prove why we belong and to prove why we are one of the hottest up-and-coming tag teams in all of the independents. We want this. And for the two teams that are in the match this weekend, consider it a triple threat. And we have two watery graves sectioned out for you two. It'll be your funeral. Your Dolphin Funeral.
Rulo and Julesy they're coming for those belts. I say they get them.
It might be time. Might be time.
I think this is it. I think this is the one, John. Dolphin Funeral might be able to do it. And then, hey, like you said, post-game can start appearing on TV.
There we go. I'm ready.
That's going to be a great match regardless. A triple threat tag match is always a lot of fun. I got one more promo for you, John, and you're never going to guess who it is, so I won't even bother. But let's just say Mance Warner is going to be on this show. Old Mancer. Old Mancer's going to be around, and he is the IWTV champion, and he is also the Wrestling Revolver champion. He's going to defend the IWTV championship, mostly because it is not as prestigious as the belt held by Diego Alvarez, the real champion of Focus Pro. But Diego Alvarez is ready to challenge for the IWTV championship, and I dare you to tell him he ain't going to get it, John.
July 11th, Mance Warner, IWTV World Championship. Who would have thought? El verdadero campeón would have thought. You see, it's about to be almost a year since I proclaimed myself as the real Focus Pro champion. And you see, after 10 months of hard work, 10 months of putting this company on my back, it all culminated in May. Not only on the same night that I beat a former GCW world champion in Effie, I stood over that secondary champion for life, Monty Aries, making my statement well and clear that I'm coming after his championship. You see, what did he do? How did he rebuttal? He needed help to beat me up. He needed help from somebody else who doesn't even work for Focus Pro. He needed help to beat me up. When I did it all on my own. I didn't need Lex Lozano. There was no Guapo Suave in sight. It was all me. This is why I have been the real champion for a very long time. And it goes back to 2 years. And it goes back for a long time with Monty Aries. Because he's been walking around thinking that he's the true face, that he's this hardworking guy. Everybody loves him. But the fact is, everybody should love me. Because I work twice as hard, I'm twice the wrestler he is, and I'm twice as talented as he is, as he'll ever be. And I'm going to show it July 11th when I beat Mance Warner, when I beat the Southern Psychopath. You think you're scared, Papi Guapo? You're just some hillbilly hick. You're no scary. You don't scare me. You no tengo miedo. And I'm going to show it when I capture that IWTV World Championship. Hell, I might even put my face on it. I'm going to do what Monty couldn't do with the CCW World Championship. I'm going to make IWTV a lot more suave, and Focus Pro is going to continue to be a lot more suave. See y'all there. See you there, Manser.
That's the guy, man. That's my guy.
Listen, I had to give him his props earlier, didn't I?
You did. And listen, he's throwing down the gauntlet. What did he call Mance? A redneck? What do you call him? Yeah, that's. Hey, man. Good luck from there, man. If you're calling out Mance and getting him angry, you get what you came for. But Diego is the real Focus Pro champ, according to him. Sometimes according to me, depending on who's listening. And the other Focus Pro champion, the one who actually has the Focus Pro title, he's got a defense also coming up. John's against Tony Deppen.
Oh, just some rando.
Yeah, some rando, some Philly rando. Man, you talk about ROH back in the day, man. Tony Deppen was a huge part of it, and I absolutely love that guy.
You can't take Deppen lightly, man.
No,
I mean, man, he's gonna have his hands full.
Yep. And if he's going, if he's going to TNA, maybe we take the belt off him and put it on Deppen. What do you think?
Listen, you could do worse.
We could do Deppen and Cheeseburger at the next show. See?
Ooh.
No, I'm not booking Focus Pro. It was a joke. I'm done. But yeah, guys, that's Bayside's Summer Vacation taking place in Braintree, Massachusetts at Widowmaker Brewing this Saturday, the 11th. Doors at 7, bell at 8 o'clock. Tickets on the stage are $35. General admission $25. All right, I got one more on Saturday. Our friends at Rise Wrestling are having the Rise Rumble, John. John always loves a good Rumble.
Ooh, yes, please.
They got a bunch of people on the poster for it. The 30-man Rumble. Where is it on here? It is for a 30-participant Rumble-style over-the-top battle royal. Winner earns a shot at the Rise Grand Champion, who is currently AJ Alexander, who has his own serious challenge that evening. But the winner of this will get to face the Grand Champion later. I did get a promo from one of the participants, John, Jace Mara. Come on, damn it.
Jace Mara, talking about the Rise Rumble, July 11th, Connellsville Community Center. What?
Yeah. You're just going to ask me a whole bunch about what I plan to do in the Rise Rumble. I don't plan to do anything in the Rise Rumble besides beat people up. When I win, that'll just be extra icing on the cake, but I'm in there to be dominant. I'm in this company to be dominant. Thanks, Megan.
Okay, that was short and sweet.
Short, sweet, to the point.
Jason,
my man is confidence.
That's right. He's ready to do it. What else do we got here, John? On top of the Rise Rumble, they're debuting a new Flashfire title where it says that your ability to adapt to the clock is part of it. So I got to imagine this might be a time limit type of championship. Maybe like a TV title or a speed title, depending on how quickly that time has to go. But they are doing a fatal four-way for this new one. It's El Taino versus Pat Angel, who just won the 814 championship, the Grand PA championship a couple weeks ago. Curtis Ray Gotti and Axel Law.
This is the voice of Rise, Red Watson, here with the man made of scars, Axel Law. Axel, how are you feeling about the Rise Rumble coming up July 11th?
The Rise Rumble, July 11th. Let me tell you something about the Rise Rumble. Rise Rumble last year was my debut in Rise Wrestling. And I come in there thinking I was going to make a big bang, and it wasn't too long after that when I was in a serious car accident, broke my back, crushed my spleen. So I had to fight my way back, Red, and I fought hard. I've been working hard. I've been working hard on everything I do in the ring, my body, my diet, and everything. And I'm pretty sure that July 11th at the Rise Rumble this year It's time for Axel Law to take his rightful place and win the Rise Rumble and get a shot at that pretty little belt. What do you think about that?
All right. Well, he's going to be in the Rumble too, man. Double duty.
Yeah, Axel sounds ready for sure.
He does, man. Dude, coming out, what did they say, busted his spleen? Jesus.
That's what I thought. That's what he said, yeah.
Good goal. That's serious business, man. We got a teacher versus student match happening here at the Rise Rumble at the Connellsville Community Center in Connellsville, Pennsylvania this Saturday. Brandon Kay taking on Tad Jarvis. We've got a match for the Rise Ascension title. Edric Everhart is going to defend against Avalanche Adams. The tag titles will be on the line. American Roulette are going to defend their newly won tag titles against members only.
Rise Wrestling fans, Megan here. What a night of action here at Rise Homecoming. Big win tonight by our Rise Tag Team Champions, Daniel Nova, Rubio Bell, victorious. Hey guys, let's bring in our Rise Tag Team Champions. How's it going?
Good, good. Thank you. If you don't mind for a second, if I could have that. You've done a wonderful job. Thank you. I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at the wild card Rubio Bell and the dealer Daniel Nova. Coming off of our first win, how do you feel?
I'm a little banged up, but I feel fantastic. I feel better than I ever have in my whole life.
That's what happens. We take a bet on ourselves, and what happens?
We take the house.
And July 11th, the Rise Rumble, you're going to see a lot more action from the two of us. So stay tuned.
All right, man. I like those guys. Good look on those guys, man.
I was going to say, they just ooze confidence.
Yeah, they definitely, man. I like them. I'm interested to see this match against members only. And we got one more match, John. The Rise Grand Championship is going to be on the line. AJ Alexander is going to defend against Beastman. John, did you ever think I would be throwing to a Beastman promo?
I did not, but I can't wait to hear it.
Hey Rise fans, Megan here. July 11th is our next Rise event at Connellsville Community Center. Introducing my special guest at this time.
Husk!
Beastman, you will be facing AJ Alexander, challenging him for that Rise Grand Championship. Any words?
Husk! Husk! Husk!
Did he just eat the microphone?
He just ate the microphone.
Promo of the night. Promo of the week. Promo of the month.
I can say I've never seen that before.
Oh, my God. I love Beastman so much, man. Oh, good Lord, do I. Let's see. So this is Saturday, July 11th, the Rise Rumble. Bell time is at 7 o'clock. Tickets are on sale now at risewrestling.com or on social media at Rise with a Y Wrestling. Then, John, I got a show on Sunday here. This is a new one. We haven't really talked about these guys too much. They're called Bar Wars Wrestling. They're having Sunday, Bloody Sunday, and it is going to take place at the Brass Mug in Tampa, Florida. This is Sunday, July 12th. Doors open at 6. The bell time is 7 o'clock. Tickets are on Eventbrite. Check out Bar Wars Wrestling social media for more information. DJ Brandon is going to be in the house. The hostess with the mostest, Aria, will also be in the house. But what about the matches? Well, another Rumble, John. Love Rumbles. Go watch them every day. This one is the Thunderdome Rumble. The last two standing are going to make it to the main event for a fatal four-way for the intergalactic title.
Damn, okay.
Already announced, Cash Petty, Jules Bradley, El Gordo, Mantiro Montoya, Thor Borson, Queen Gia Love. There will be more, but I left off one name because I'm about to play his promo, John. Let's hear from Krinsky the Clownski.
I'm Krinsky the Clownski, and on July 12th, Metal AF Wrestling presents Sunday, Bloody Sunday. I will be entering the Thunderdome Rumble with a shot at the main event and the championship title on the line. Now, there's going to be a cavalcade of characters from all over the Bar Wars universe, including the Megamon, You see, we've got a lot of history, you and I would rather swim through a sea of thumbtacks, bathe in gasoline, and light myself on fire than let you have a shot at that championship. You see, not only is July 12th Sunday Bloody Sunday, but it's the day before my special birthday. And I'm gonna wake up as the champion. Now in the main event, you've got two great champions. John, you're an honorable man. Too much honor for this racket. And Benji, you know as well as I do that there is no honor among thieves. And I'm coming to take your championship. Then everyone will know that I'm not just a clown. I've been the ringmaster this whole time. And this is my circus. And you're all going to dance for me.
What is happening, John?
I don't know, but that gentleman is deranged.
Yeah, man. Creepy looking out at that one eye. Jeez.
Wow.
Oh, my God. The characters we find in wrestling, man. And he's got a special birthday coming up, and it's before mine. So let's focus on his instead of mine. His special birthday is going to be much more exciting, I'm sure. We've got a match. Salazar de la Muerte is going to take on Golgo G. As mentioned before, Benji Neptune versus John the Revelator versus the last two standing in the Battle Royal will battle in a fatal four-way for the intergalactic title. And let me see here. Let's hear from Jules Bradley.
The shining spark in the trailer park. Jules Bradley. And it's Sunday, Bloody Sunday. I'm gonna shine on them like I always do.
All right. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. What else do we got here? Oh, well, we had two more matches. I'm going to save one for the end. We got a tag title match, Rewind Society versus the Puerto Rican Poppies for the tag titles. And where are... Here we go. The Puerto Rican Poppies.
We were supposed to be friends. I thought we were brothers. I mean, nobody really knows this, but backstage, we were like family. In the ring, it was solely competition. It was solely respect. And then you turned your back on us. You stole our championships. You hurt my family. You put your hands on my dad. They put their hands on our dad. And then they put their hands on you. July 12th. Listen, this is my fight as much as it is yours. They touched our family, our loved ones, our father. You clearly see where we're at. We're training every day, every minute. They're used to seeing us hee hee ha ha sway our hips from left to right. But that's not what we're here for. No. We're here to draw blood. And that Sunday, Bloody Sunday, we are here to whoop your fucking ass.
That took a turn.
That is serious heat. That's a grudge. You've offended those folks, man, and attacked their dad. Dude. Personal issues. Always draw money.
Absolutely.
Well, there's supposed to be one more match, John, an intergender match between La Brava Escobar and Richard Head III. I knew I'd pop John a little bit.
I think we went to high school with him, didn't we?
We definitely did. Yeah, a few of them. But the thing is, Richard Head had a little bit of a complication, and I don't think the match is going to go forward. But I figured John should still be allowed to hear at least what happened to Richard Head III.
You're telling me I gotta put this stupid thing up here? Greetings. My name is Richard Head III, Director of the Fun Police, and member of the Intergalactic Pro Wrestling Ethics and Compliance Board. And as you know, I've been training around the clock in preparation for my match this Sunday, July 12th, a grudge match against La Brava at the Brass Mug at 7 p.m. And like I said, I've been training around the clock, and I was sparring with a 300-pound partner who slammed me on my back, which is illegal, by the way, in IBJJF rules. Ow! So I have some unfortunate news that I will be out from anywhere between 6 weeks to a year. But I guarantee you that La Brava and we're gonna have that grudge match, and I'm gonna make my official in-ring debut. Frig around and find out. Richard Head III is out.
Yeah, Bob. I mean, you heard him. Frig around and find out, man.
That's it. Frick around and find out. Well, he's part of the Ethics and Compliance Board, so he don't mess with the guy.
Man, I'm sure he will find you all day long.
Listen, all I know is La Brava Escobar is in for some serious trouble, apparently, when Richard Head III, sometime in the next 6 weeks to a year, when he returns from his injury. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be a hell of a match, man. Looking forward to his return. Well, that's all I got, John. I think I'm out of stuff for this week. What do you got? Anything else?
No, man. That was a news-filled episode. That was awesome.
It certainly was, man. And we got to hear from Papi Guapo, so it's always a good week when we hear from Papi Guapo. Well, since we were talking about the Underground Lucha Experience, don't forget to tune in on Mondays. This week we have episode 7 coming up, John. Our first solo recorded. This is the first episode that we didn't have, we recorded for this new podcast after we announced it. So
awesome.
Looking forward to getting that out. And the shows are getting really good. And hopefully we get Sexy Star on there one day.
That'll be awesome.
But that episode drops on Monday, episode 7. Undergroundlucha.com is the website to find all that information and listen to that podcast. Of course, we are here at the Indie Wrestling Experience. This episode drops on Thursday. We will see you next week. I'm pretty sure we got a special guest next week, but I won't announce it yet. We'll wait till later. What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right, man. Well, that's it for me. You guys have a great week, and see you.
See you, everybody.